प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तत्रवित्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. I welcome everybody to the Gita Jnana Yajna program by Academy of Yoga and Oriental Studies, Bhubaneswar. This is a lecture series on Srimad Bhagavad Gita by Dr. Indulata, Director, Academy of Yoga and Oriental Studies, Bhubaneswar. This is lecture number 4 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and this is part 4 of Gita in Introduction and part 2 of Varaha Purana Gita Mahatmya. Earlier we have discussed six slokas of Gita Mahatmya Varaha Purana. Today it is the 7th lecture. In the seventh sloka. In the 7th sloka, Lord Vishnu says that Gita is my home. The sloka would be like this. The sloka is like this. Gita srayahang tisthami, Gita me chottamam gruham, Gita jnana upasritya trin lokan palayamyaham. The Arnaya or the prose form would be like this. Aham Gita sraya tisthami, Gita cha me uttamam gruham, Gita jnanam upasritya aham trin lokan palayami. The meaning of a few words would be like this. Aham Gita sraya tisthami. I dwell on the refuge of Gita. I have taken refuge on Gita, or I live under the refuge of Gita. Gita cha me uttamam gruham. Gita is my best abode. Gita is my uttamam gruham because Lord Vishnu lives in every particle of the universe, but Gita is his best abode. Gita jnanam upasritya, that means taking research of the knowledge of Gita. He takes the research, he takes the help of Gita jnana. For doing what? Aham trin lokan palayami. I am protecting the three worlds, or I am nurturing the three worlds by taking the help of the knowledge of Gita. The meaning of the sloka would be like this. I dwell under the refuge of Gita. Gita is my best abode. Gita is my best home. I control the three worlds according to the knowledge of Gita. Rules are laid down in Gita. Lord Vishnu says that he nurtures the three worlds according to the knowledge of Gita. Gita is the supreme knowledge. Gita has got the supreme knowledge, and according to that eternal knowledge, Lord Vishnu nurtures the three worlds. He controls the three worlds. He protects the three worlds. Even he cannot go beyond the rules he has laid down in Bhagavad Gita. Then he says in Shloka 8 that Gita is the supreme knowledge. The shloka is like this. Gita me parama vidya brahma rupa na sangsayah ardha matrakhyara nitya swani varcha padatmika. The Arnaya or the prose form would be like this. Gita me brahma rupa parama vidya atra na sangsayah asti. Ardha matrakhyara nitya swa anirvachya padatmika bhavati. Meanings of a few words. Let us see. Gita me is for the Chaturthi Vibhakti, and also it is Sashti Vibhakti. Gita me means Gita for me, or my Gita. Brahma Rupa, it is of the form or the nature of Brahma. Brahma is the supreme reality of Vedanta. Parama Vidya, Vidya means knowledge, the true knowledge is Vidya. Gita is the supreme Vidya, Parama Vidya, or supreme knowledge. Atra na sangsaya, there is no doubt about it. There should not be any doubt in the mind of Goddess Earth, to whom he is giving this knowledge. Then again Lord Vishnu says, Gita is ardhamatrakhara. It is like half a matra of Onkara. It is like Onkara is everything, and Gita, the knowledge of Gita, is like half a matra of Pranava. Then Gita is Nitya, eternal. Gita has the eternal knowledge. And Swa means it is mine. The knowledge, I have given the knowledge, or I have given the Gita, I have created the Gita. Arir Bachya Padatmika, ineffable state. Gita takes one to the ineffable state of spirituality. The meaning of the sloka would be like this. My Gita is the highest Vidya, or highest knowledge. It is eternal, comparable to the Ardhamatra of Pranava. It is eternal, or knowledge of Vidya is eternal truth. It is an ineffable state of mind, or it takes the mind to an ineffable state of spirituality. This is the nature of Vidya. Again, he says that Gita is the supreme bliss. Chidanandena Krishnena Prokta Somukhato Arjunam Vedatrayi Parananda Tattvartha Jnana Sanjuta. The Anvaya or the prose form of the sloka would be like this: Ja Gita Chidanandena Krishnena Somukhataha Arjunam Prokta Sa Gita Vedatrayi Parananda Tattvartha Jnana Sanjuta Asti. The meanings of a few words would be like this: Ya Gita, that means the Gita which Chidanandena Krishnena, by Chidananda Krishna. Krishna is Chidananda. Chit means consciousness and Ananda means bliss. Lord Krishna, who is of the form of the nature of consciousness and bliss, by that Krishna. Somukhata Arjunam Prokta, he has told it to Arjuna by his own mouth. He himself has told it directly to Arjuna. Sa Gita, that Gita Vedatrayi, that means it is of the nature of the three Vedas, or it incorporates, it has the meaning, it has the knowledge of the three Vedas. The knowledge which is available in the three Vedas, Gita includes, Gita incorporates that knowledge. Parananda, Para Ananda, it is of the nature of supreme bliss. And Tattvartha Jnana Sanjuta, that means it incorporates the knowledge of reality. Tattva Artha Jnana Sanjuta. Sanjuta means associated or incorporate. Tattva Artha, the knowledge of the reality. So like this, Gita is Parananda, Vedatrayi and Tattvartha Jnana Sanjuta. The meaning of the sloka would be like this: Gita which is told to Arjuna by Chidananda, Lord Krishna. Chidananda means of the nature of consciousness and bliss. It is told by Lord Krishna. That Gita is the three Vedas, or that Gita incorporates the knowledge which is available in three Vedas. It is the supreme bliss and is the knowledge of the reality. It is not, the knowledge in Gita is not any empirical knowledge or the knowledge of something unreal, but it has the knowledge of the reality, the truth, the Brahma. Then it is Parananda, it is the supreme bliss. It gives the supreme happiness which is beyond all worldly sorrows and pleasure. Then Tattvartha Jnana Sanjuta, it incorporates the true knowledge, not any worldly knowledge. And it incorporates the knowledge of the three Vedas. Vedatrayi. Veda is the ocean of knowledge. It is so this knowledge is the source of all dharmas. Gita equalizes the Vedas. So like this, Gita is the supreme bliss, it is the supreme knowledge, and it has all the knowledge of the Vedas. It is said that Vedo Khila Dharmamulam, or Veda Sarvajnana Mayohi Saha. Veda is Sarvajnanamaya and Dharmamula. All the knowledge that the Veda has is incorporated in Gita. Now we come to the Phalashruti, or the result of Gita study. Earlier we discussed about the nature of Gita. What Gita is. Now, what is the result of Gita study? What result the person who reads Gita, who recites Gita, or who lives Gita will get? It is sloka number 10 of Varaha Purana, Gita Mahatmya. Jostadasang jape nityang naro nischala manasaha jnana siddhing salabhate tato jati parang padang. The Anvaya, the prose form would be like this: Janaraha nischala manasa astadasang nityang japet sa jnana siddhing labhate tatah parang padang jati. Meanings of a few words: Janaraha, the man who nischala manasa, with an undisturbed mind, astadasang nityang japet, it recites the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita regularly. So jnana siddhing labhate, that man attains perfection in knowledge, he gets the highest knowledge. Tataha parang padang jati, then he attains the supreme state of liberation. The meaning of the sloka would be like this: the person who with an undisturbed mind recites the 18 chapters of Gita regularly or daily attains perfection in knowledge. Then he attains the highest state, he is liberated. The highest state is the state of liberation. Now, if one is not able to read the whole Gita daily, then what should he do? Then let him read half of Gita every day, half if not full. Lord Vishnu says, Varaha Avatara, Lord in Varaha Avatara says to the goddess Earth that if one is not able to read the whole Gita every day, let him read half of it, recite half of it. Pathe samartha sampunne tatordhang patham achare tada godanajang punyang labhate natra samsayah. The Anvaya or the prose form of the shloka is like this. Yadi sampunne pathe asamartha bhave tari ardhang patham acharet. Tada godanajang punyang labhate atra sangsayah na atra sangsayah nasti. Meanings of a few words should be like this. Yadi sampurne pathe asamartha bhave. If one is unable to recite the complete Gita daily, then tatah arthang patham achare, then he should recite half of Gita daily. Then what happens? Tada godanajang punyang labhate, then he gets the merit or punya of giving a cow in charity. The meaning of the shloka would be like this. If one is not able to recite the whole Gita in one go, daily, he may read half of Gita daily. Then he gets the merit or punya of giving a cow in charity. Now, what is the greatness in giving a cow in charity? Now, cow is the abode of all gods. All the gods, they love to live in various parts of a cow. And cow is the mother of the worlds, of the three worlds. Gavo Vishwasya Mataraha. It is the mother, cow is the mother of the whole world. So it is a great sacred action to give a cow in charity. To give a cow in charity to anybody, that means to give a mother to somebody who can nurture him. So giving a mother to somebody is a great action, a great sacred action. So a person who reads half of Gita every day, he gets the punya of giving a cow in charity. Now, if one is not able to read half of Gita or 9 chapters of Gita, then what he should do? Then let him read 1/3 or 1/6 of Gita at least. Lord Vishnu in Varaha Avatara says, Tribhagam pathamanastu ganga snana phalang labhet, sadang sang japamanastu soma jaga phalang labhet. Here, two phalashrutis. There is the mention of two results, of two actions. The Anvaya of the shloka would be like this. Tribhagam pathamana tu ganga snana phalang labhet. Tribhagam means 1/3. Then sadang sang japamanastu soma jaga phalang labhet. Tribhagam, meaning of some words would be like this. Tribhagam pathamanastu, he who reads 1/3 of Gita daily. Then Ganga snana phalang labhet, gets the result of bathing in Ganga. Then Sadang sang japamanastu, he who reads 1/6 of Gita, that means 3 chapters daily. What does he get? He soma jaga phalang labhet, gets the result of performing a soma jaga. The meaning of the whole sloka is, he who reads 1/3 of Gita daily gets the merit of Ganga bath. He who reads 1/6 of Gita gets the result of performing a soma jaga. One goes to the heaven by performing a soma jaga. And one gets rid of all his sins by bathing in Ganga. So one gets the result of Ganga bath if he reads 1/3 of Gita every day. That means 6 chapters of Gita every day. If one reads 1/6 or 3 chapters of Gita every day, then he gets the result of performing a soma jaga. He need not perform any soma jaga, only he can read 3 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, then ultimately he will go to heaven. Then 1 chapter or at least a part of a shloka. Ekadhyayam tujo nityang pathate bhakti sanjutah. This is very important. Ekadhyayam tujo nityang pathate bhakti sanjutah rudra lokam avapnoti gano bhutva vase chiram. The Anvaya of the shloka would be like this. Jaha bhakti sanjutah san nityang ekadhyayam pathate sa rudra lokam avapnoti gano bhutva chiram tatra vaset. Meaning of a few words. Yaha means he who Bhakti Sanjutaha with great devotion, drowned in the ocean of bhakti, then nityam every day or regularly, pathate reads Rudra Lokam Avapnoti. Ekadhyayam, here I have not written, Ekadhyayam Pathet. If he reads Ekadhyayam, one chapter daily, then he attains the Rudra Loka, region of Lord Shiva. Or Ekadhyayam, Tujo Nityam Pathate Bhakti Chintar, one chapter, if he reads one chapter, only then he attains the Rudra Loka. Then Gana Bhutva, having become a Gana, he becomes a Gana. Tatra Chirang Vashet, he remains in the Rudra Loka for a long time. He becomes a Gana and then he remains in the Rudra Loka for a long time if he reads one chapter daily. The meaning of this sloka would be like this: he who reads an adhyaya regularly, he attains Rudra Loka. He lives there for a very long period as a Gana of Lord Shiva. He lives near Lord Shiva as a Gana. And now why not eternally? Why Chirang Vase? Chirang means for a long time. Why doesn't he live there for all time to come? Because in the Bhagavad Gita itself it is said that Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna Mamu Petyatukam Te Punarjanmana Vidyate. Even if one reaches the abode of Brahma, that means Brahma, Rudra and other gods, then Punaravartino Arjuna, they will have to come back again. And only when they are liberated, they get the knowledge, the supreme knowledge, then only they will be liberated, they will not come back again. Otherwise, even if he reaches the Swarga Loka or Shiva Loka or Brahma Loka, he has to come back again. He will live there for a very long time, but again he has to come back to complete his action. And what is completion of action? He has to try for his liberation. At last, when he will have the knowledge, the perfect knowledge, the final knowledge, the supreme knowledge, he will be liberated, then he will not come back to this world again. So here, if one reads one adhyaya daily, then he becomes a Gana, and after his death, he becomes a Gana, and he goes to Rudra Loka and stays there near Lord Shiva for a long time. Then even one part of a sloka, Adhyayam sloka padang va nityam ja pathate nara. Adhyayam, if one is not able to read one adhyaya, then, or if he reads one adhyaya, here actually if he cannot read one adhyaya, then sloka padang va nityam ja pathate naraha. Sajati naratang javan manvantarang vasundhare. हे वसुंधरे ज नरः नित्यं अध्यायं श्लोकपादं वा पठेत् स अध्यायं श्लोकपादं वा पठते स मन्वन्तरं यावत् नरतां जाति. Here there is a little bit there is no clarity here actually. If he reads one adhyaya, then he is going to the Shiva Loka. Again, if he reads one adhyaya, then he remains a human being. For one manvantara. Here a little contradiction is there. So we should take the meaning that if he cannot read one adhyaya, let him read one shloka or a shloka pada. Like this we have to make the meaning. Let us see the meanings of some words. He Vasundhare, that means O Goddess Earth. Janaraha, the man who nityang regularly adhyayam shloka padam, one chapter or 1/4 of a shloka. We should take the meaning that if he cannot read one adhyaya, let him read one shloka or even 1/4 of a shloka, one phrase of a shloka. Then he manvantarang javat, till one manvantara, naratang jati, remains as a human being. The meaning would be like this: he who recites one chapter or even a part of a shloka, or 1/4 of a shloka, that is called a pada, shloka pada. If he reads 1/4 of a shloka regularly, he remains a human being for one full manvantara. Manvantara is 308,448,000 years. Of course, there are multiple views about the number of years in a manvantara. This is one view. So, if one person he is not able to read the whole adhyaya, he may recite 1/4 of a shloka, one shloka, or even 1/4 of a shloka. He, that man, does he live for so many years? No, he goes from one body to another body, but he remains in the human body. He doesn't have to move to any other body. He goes from one human body to another human body. The total meaning of the shloka is like this: if one cannot read one adhyaya daily, in one go, then let him read one shloka, or even 1/4 of a shloka will do. If he reads it with bhakti, then he remains in a human being. He goes from one human body to another human body. Of course, there is death and birth, but it is from one human body to another human body, not to an animal or reptile or something like this. He will remain a human being till till the end of the manvantara. Now, what is how can one get the result if he even cannot read a whole shloka? Here are some examples of some parts of a, a phrase of shlokas on which one can concentrate and live according to it. Yoga karmasu kausalam. This is a small phrase of Bhagavad Gita. Yoga is the skill in action. If one reads it or recites it daily and lives according to it, then he gets the result. Samattvang yoga uchyate. This is also a phrase, one part of a shloka. Yoga is equality. Yoga, which is yoga chitta vritti nirodha. When one's mind is completely under control, that is the state of yoga. And when he reaches this state, then everything becomes equal for him. This is a great teaching, and if he lives according to this teaching, then he gets the result of it. Then karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. This is also a part of a shloka. It means your authority is on the action only. You do not have any control over the result. This is a great teaching of Gita. If one recites this and lives according to this teaching, then also he gets the result of it. Then dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Lord Krishna said, I take birth in various eras to establish dharma in this world. This is also a part of Bhagavad Gita. If one recites it, this and lives according to the teaching of this part, then he develops great faith, great trust in the Lord, and then he gets the result of it. He trusts, he develops faith on the Lord, and he knows that Lord ultimately the justice will prevail, and Lord will take birth, or Lord will come down to this world to establish dharma. So he is not demoralized, and he lives a life of dharma in this world. So if one concentrates on such statements, he gets the result mentioned above. So these are a few slokas of Gita Mahatmya of Varaha Purana, and this will continue in the next lecture also. Thank you for listening to this lecture. If you have any doubt or if you have any question, please write it in the comment box. I shall be happy to answer your question and consider your suggestions. Thank you again.